Ben Sasse proposed a bill that would protect it would protect babies after they were born. It would add protections to babies who were born alive after an abortion. So it's like you try to kill the kid, but the kid escapes. It's like those refugees, who come on and they set one step from Cuba. If they set one step foot on American soil, they're free. They've got in. This is like these babies get out. We're trying to say, oh yeah, now you can't kill them anymore. They're born, right? You made all your arguments about they're not really alive in the womb or whatever the crazy argument is. But now you can see them. They're right in front of you. You can't kill them now. You can't leave them to die. And the Democrats shot this down. Only 3 Democrats voted in favor of it. Of course, it was, the guys you would expect, Robert Casey of Pennsylvania, Joe Manchin of West Virginia, and Doug Jones of Alabama, guys who've got to go back to their constituents. Everybody else voted against it. Here is cocaine Mitch McConnell putting the Democrats on notice. He's using this to do exactly what it was meant to do.
It's harrowing that this legislation is even necessary. It was even more disturbing when last week a Democrat governor was unable to clearly and simply state that, of course, these newborn babies have human rights that must be respected. I've been a co-sponsor of Senator Sasse's legislation, and I hope that none of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle invent any reasons to block this request later today. That would make quite a disturbing statement. If they do inexplicably block Senator Sasse's effort, I can assure them that this will not be the last time we try to ensure that all newborns are afforded this fundamental legal protection.
I mean, cocaine wants to bring the Green New Deal for a vote. They are doing exactly what they should be doing. They're exposing the Democrats. And remember, all the Democrats running for president voted against this bill. Let the baby die, say the Democrats. That's what they're saying. And there's just no getting around it. That is what they are saying. There's no getting around. My favorite moment in this, Chuck Schumer gets up and he says, this bill, quote, is carefully crafted to target, intimidate, and shut down reproductive health care providers. By the way, there's no reason to let a baby die after it's been born. Zero reason, no reason. It can't be the health of the mother, can't be anything except you don't want the baby. Okay, so he claims the bill, Chuck Schumer again, quote, would impose requirements on what type of care doctors must provide in certain circumstances, even if that care is ineffective, contradictory to medical evidence, and against the family's wishes. This is what Chuck Schumer said. So Ben Sasse, who proposed the bill, gets up and answers him. Listen carefully to what happens.
Madam President, I just listened to the senior senator from New York, my friend from the gym, and the minority leader deliver some summaries of what he says is in the bill before us. And he implored this body, he implored people watching on C-SPAN to read the bill, and they would find that all these terrible things are in the bill. I see that the minority leader has to leave the floor now, but humbly, I would urge him to come back and show us where any of what he just said is in this bill. What he said wasn't true. I rise today for a simple purpose, Madam President. I want to ask each and every one of my colleagues whether or not we're okay with infanticide. This language is blunt. I recognize that, and it's too blunt for many people in this body. But frankly, that is what we're talking about here today. Infanticide is what the Abortion Survivors Born Alive, Abortion Survivors Protection Act is actually about. Are we a country that protects babies that are alive, born outside the womb after having survived a botched abortion? That is what this is about.
That's unbelievable. Schumer ran away. He ran away. Sasse gets up and says, none of those things are in the bill. None of those things you said are in the bill. It's true, by the way. None of those things is in the bill. And he runs away. It's like, run, Chuck, run. They're after you. They want to keep their babies alive. Run for your life. Unbelievable. And of course, Trump, now here's Trump using tweets. Trump tweets, Senate Democrats just voted against legislation to prevent the killing of newborn infant children. The Democrat position on abortion is now so extreme that they don't mind executing babies after birth. This will be remembered as one of the most shocking votes in the history of Congress. If there is one thing we should all agree on, it's protecting the lives of innocent babies. There's Trump using tweets to kick his opponents in the face instead of putting his foot in his own mouth.